Alright. So now we're on episode 8. Title says it's a Rarity episode. It says Rarity takes Manhattan. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen here. Which is kind of the point of the blind commentary stuff. Kind of curious how we'll actually see Manhattan, because the Applejack flashback was that they were all very Candorlot-like, kind of snooty, but so maybe the rest of Manhattan isn't that bad. Because I mean, I've read other stuff which gives different interpretations and whatnot. Hopefully this will be good. Rarity episodes usually are good. But then again, everyone has a bad episode every now and then. Whatever. Let's start.
There you are, Rarity. That's the last of your bags. Actually, Spike, I've got one last pile of bags over there. Won't you be a dear?
At least Twilight realizes she's abusing him.
I'll be a dear.
Even though she does kind of do it herself
Entire
too.
week in the fabulous city of Manhattan. Plus, all of my very best friends there with me.
Of course we'd all come along to support you during Fashion Week, Rarity.
Fashion
Not that
Week.
you'll need it. We're sure you'll win. I can't begin to tell you how excited I am that you'll all be there with me.
Wait, Spike, you're just moving the bags closer. You're not moving them on the tray.
I can show you.
7? Yeah,
What's
okay.
that?
Spike 2.
I know, a paper fan. No, it's a magic trick. You know, where I pick a card and remember what it is, and then you put it back in the deck so you can't look at it. And these are tickets to the hottest musical on
But she knows the best way to deal with Picky.
You couldn't mean Hinny of the Hills, because that show's been sold out for months.
Just move past what she's saying.
I could. I do.
Oh, Rarity, you didn't have to do that, but since you did...
This trip is fun already. I love jumping up and down.
I guess we really haven't seen Manhattan that much.
Come along, ponies. I found us a place to stay only a block from the train station in the very
There's a lot more
glorious metropolis.
NYC than I thought before.
Hey, look! There's the theater where Hinny of the Hills is playing.
There's so much stuff I keep... Is that neon lights?
For tomorrow night. Oh, I gave some designs to the costume designer, so he
Huh.
put a few strings.
There's so much stuff I do. I'm looking at the background a lot. Yeah, that
You do something nice for some ponies.
That almost looks like neon
You never
lights.
know when they'll do something nice for you. So then you can
Is
do
that
something nice for us.
cheerily
Like
hiding
get a friend
herself?
to see Hinny of the Hills, which is only
Or
the
just a
best
background pony
musical
with the same
in all
colors?
of Equestria.
It must be good if Rainbow Dash is impressed. Normally she doesn't even like musicals.
I know. Ponies just bursting into song in random places at the drop of a hat.
Yeah.
Who does that? Oh, Manhattan, what you do to me. Such a huge bustling.
Exactly my face, Rainbow Dash.
And there's always opportunity to do the friendly thing. If some are grouchy, pay no
Well,
mind.
Spike's got muscles.
Surprise instead with something kind. Lo and behold, you may just
What was that? It was like a carrot.
a smile.
Oh, that's right, carrots come with the green part on the back.
Welcome to the Main Fair Hotel. Please allow me to take those bags to your room for you.
Only if you'll accept this gratuity
What?
first.
Oh, I'll get you changed.
Do keep it all. I insist. Generosity, I'm here to show all that I can give.
Might be a few references I'm missing here.
I'm here to set the bar. Just sit back and watch how I live. After you,
Why, thank you.
please take mine.
Wow, okay.
Some may say, Rarity, don't be so big-hearted and bold.
Look.
Treating strangers like their friends.
There's gotta be a lot I'm missing here. Oh, That's the Fifth Doctor.
and cold. But this is how I play my cards. I'm not about to fold. Where I see a frown, I go to town. Call me the Smile Patrol.
What is that cutie mark?
Oh, Manhattan, what you do to us? What if you find a gloomy gust?
It's no intimidating thing.
Just be kind without
The song's not great, but there's so much to look at that I'm enjoying this anyway.
here to show all that I can do. Generosity, you are the key. Manhattan, I'm here just for you.
Hold on a second.
Just for you.
You know, I kind of would have liked that better if Rainbow Dash was just kind of like, why is this happening the whole thing through?
I think my dresses could soon be displayed on the most glamorous shopping thoroughfare.
Not saying
in the
stuff,
most
just giving
glamorous
expressions
city
of
in Equestria.
why.
Oh, it would be my dream come true.
Is there anything left to do we can help you with?
Nothing I can think of. The dresses are all completely finished, all made from a fabulous new fabric I've been developing for months. Stretchy, but not clingy. Shimmery, but not showy. Sounds amazing. There's nothing left for me to do but check in at the runway with my dresses by 2 this afternoon.
Well, that's funny, because that clock over there makes it seem like that's only 10 minutes from now.
Oh, my ribbons and threads. And the runway ballroom is all the way across town.
Teleport.
Get there. I'm just
Twilight.
horrified. Taxi!
No, we've got to help her find a cab. Now.
Or Rainbow carries you. Rainbow's also really fast.
The line ends back there, buddy.
Huh? What? Does every pony in
This
the
isn't
town
a
want
problem.
cab? I'm afraid getting a taxi at this time could prove almost impossible.
Please, won't you let her have this taxi? She has
Teleport.
somewhere very important to be right away.
Not likely. She can get in line like the rest of us.
Okay, Twilight doesn't exactly know the layout, but she could teleport on top of a building and then go building to building as she sees roofs.
To the next pony in line.
New wheel works like a charm. So now which of you nice folks are hopping in?
Or generosity
Fashion runway
counts
plaza
me
in
in.
7 minutes.
Why are there rainbow stripes now?
Hang on!
Were those there before?
That was close. Any pony else got a sneaking suspicion we're forgetting something?
Teleport. Or dash speed.
Good afternoon, I'm here for Fashion Week.
Every pony's gathered in front of the runway and about to start, so you'll just have to bring your dresses along with you and store them backstage later.
My dresses! How could I possibly forget them?
Got 'em right here, ma'am. Your friends told me you need these in a hurry, so I
Huh.
offered to race 'em over myself. Anything for that nice mare, I told them.
I made it! And with seconds to spare.
It's kind of a
Hello,
Cleopatra look.
Pleased to meet you all.
Rarity, I presume.
You must be Prim
Huh.
Hemline, the host of this grand event. How do you...
Miss Rarity, how is it that all your competitors are here half an hour early, and yet you arrive seconds before we begin?
Just lucky, I guess.
Once we're done here, you're to finish setting up backstage so you'll be ready for your run-through appointment. You'll show your designs last. We keep to a precise schedule, so let's try to be more than a few seconds early. Tomorrow is the contest to see which one of you
Such
gets to
interesting
stay to meet
fashions.
top designers all across the city. The rest of you must go home early. So sad. Dismissed.
I'm so glad you made it, Rarity.
Me too. But everything just seems to keep working out.
Don't you remember me? Surrey Polo Mare from the Ponyville Knitters League?
Oh, yes, of course. I thought you looked familiar, but I couldn't place it. You haven't been back in years.
Because I moved here to make it in the big city.
Do you know her?
Oh, good for you, sir.
It's so good to see you. And now here we are, competing.
Do you actually remember her or no?
Yes. Well, good luck.
Oh, I don't need luck. Would you like a hoof with your things?
Why, thank you so much.
My, your collection is
It's-
gorgeous.
Oh, now.
is
I'm
that?
sure your collection
It's
is
almost like the
equally good,
Rorschach
if not more
mask.
so.
It's
That's all
moving.
right, but nothing like this. Take my culottes, for example. They are simply crying out for just the right accent, but I haven't the slightest notion where I... Actually...
Oh no, is it going to be she
Oh, hey,
takes the
would you like
material,
my
she
cover
goes
swatch?
first,
Oh, not at all. Here, I have loads extra.
You're sure?
and then the generosity
Positive.
kind of screws her
Well,
over, and then she has to
wonderful
quick
getting caught up,
make
and I don't wish
dresses.
to be rude, but I need to finish my preparations, and I am a bit late as it is. Hello. I'm here half an hour early for my run-through appointment, just the way Prim likes.
Get in line over there. Oh my, that fabric's gorgeous. Did you make that yourself?
Oh, why, yes. It's stretchy, but not clingy.
Shimmery, but not showy. And the entire line is in the same adorable pattern. It works on everything from skirts to tops to shoes.
Yeah.
Oh, bravo! I've never seen anything like it.
You stole my fabric!
I didn't steal it, okay? You gave it to me, remember?
I gave you the fabric for accents, not for your whole line. And how could you possibly make all those outfits out of it so fast?
Fast! Ha! Coco Palmel here took practically forever. Nearly got me completely disqualified.
Well, I wanted to make sure you'd win, so I took the extra time to...
Quiet!
Interesting.
To sew and get coffee, not talk. Okay.
Should her get more time than just that, being a lackey.
Sweetie, don't blame yourself. It takes some small-town fillies a while to learn it's every pony for herself in the big city, okay?
And not even lackey, just kind of slave.
Hope you realize how fortunate you are to have me as a mentor. Now
Mentor.
give me some coffee!
So probably like a
Oh my gosh.
fashion
What a
student or
great
something.
afternoon. That was almost too much
Apprenticeship?
fun. Better pace yourself, because the rest of the day is jam-packed.
First, there's the salon appointment to get our veins done.
Why,
Fancy dinner at the Farmfield.
why are you happy about that, Applejack? Not how you are with fashion stuff. Oh.
Is everything okay? You got the dresses the bellhop brought you and everything, right? But he said he brought them.
And then Surrey stole them! I let one of the other contestants use some of my one-of-a-kind fabric, and then she turned it into a wardrobe just like mine. Only now it looks like I'm the one copying her. My generosity has ruined me.
I remember the days when I did the heavy breathing with crying. I haven't done that
Now,
since I was
Rarity,
really little.
Whatever went wrong, we're all here to help you get through it, no matter what it takes.
Come on, Rarity, buck up. All we need is some fabric, and you'll be back in business.
Yeah, you can make anything. You'll win. You're good at this.
This new line is going to be marvelous. Perhaps even better than the last.
Squishy.
It's daring. It's bold. Perhaps I still have a chance after all.
That face, Twilight. Marshall, you're supposed to be good at this. That was the whole thing about you being strangely so-y. Whatever.
Twilight, sew these pieces together according to that pattern there.
You said if we skipped dinner at the Farfield Tavern, you'd order a meal for us to eat while we keep working.
Don't fret. It'll be here in an hour. That's not going to be a problem, is it?
Well, we're supposed to be watching any of the hills by then.
Oh, I see.
It's
I go out of my way to get you tickets for a show.
kind of a weird mix
This
of
is how you repay me? By abandoning me in my
trying, like them being generous, and she's kind of being like the one that she hates right now.
Go and see Henny of the Hills tonight. And then tomorrow morning, when you come to see my fashion show without any fashion to show, you can have more entertainment. Oh, why, look. There's our friend Rarity going down in flames. Isn't friendship magic?
Rarity, calm down. What's gotten into you?
What's gotten into you? Oh, go ahead. See your little show. Congratulations, fillies. Sounds like you've all figured out already it's every pony for herself in this town.
Okay, so she's jaded now.
There. That's the last of
Are they not going to be right?
Applause for Surrey Polo Mare's amazing collection. That's fabric.
There's a lot of new designs in these episodes.
Well, look who's here. Gonna show off your copycat collection?
And now, Rarity from Ponyville with her brand
I
new
don't know how this
line,
is going to
and
go.
I mean brand
Because
new,
she
Hotel Chic.
Huh. Interesting. Designs are interesting, and then we're seeing a lot of classic people. Or ponies, whatever.
They're liking it. I think I may have just won this thing. Oh, I can't wait to celebrate with my friends. They didn't come. What have I done?
So you actually succeeded, but now you've got to go with your friends back.
Rarity, they all
That's better than losing out the competition just
Tell them
because of
about your fabulous
some other
pieces.
stuff.
I have to go.
Come back at once.
Well,
This is unheard of.
How do you do, man?
Okay, so-
Contest going well?
winning the competition and
My
then
friends.
Oh, they're gone.
running off to save your
Saw them
friends,
headed
I
up this
guess, is
morning.
the best way out.
Oh,
Well,
no.
not best way out, but it's
Back to Ponyville, I imagine. Oh, they worked
Probably
so
the best way to
hard
turn
on my
out.
behalf, and I repaid them with unkindness. What have I done?
Oh, here you are.
But, miss, I didn't do anything.
Hmm. Okay. For a second, I was like, did they have the wet mane thing before? And then I had to remember that happened back season 1.
But I went way too far. My friends gave to
Of course, it happened back in season 1. I almost forgot about what's the name?
I gave them nothing but a hard time. And now alone I stand. And now alone I stand.
Not much of a song, but didn't really need to be.
I need a moment with Prim Hemline. I have to rush back to Ponyville, but I just wanted to thank her first for...
You best steer clear of Prim for a while. She's pretty furious. Isn't that right?
Yes. Here you all are. I can't believe it. I thought you went back home.
We missed the show because we overslept. Surrey told us you lost. We're really sorry.
I lost? You know what? I don't even care. I'm just happy you're all still here after how I treated you. Taking advantage of your friendship the way I did. How could you ever see past it?
Yeah, you were pretty rotten.
Wow, Applejack. I know your thing is honesty, but come on.
Last night we may not have seen you at your best, but we know you, and we would never let one thing like that change how we feel about you.
Oh,
And that's how these shows are supposed to be, not small things ruin friendships forever.
Could have.
Or not forever, but for an episode.
To make it up to you this afternoon. Hope you're all available for an exclusive performance of Hinny of the Hills.
And that is how it's.
I really like her hair, the blue one.
To stay away from Prim, wasn't it? Wouldn't have wanted her to find out the truth now, would we?
True. What? So Rarity probably actually won. She's just hasn't got her stuff. Except why would the friends not know? I don't know. But why are they the only ones there?
Wow, that was even better than I imagined.
Or they're there for a rehearsal?
I mean, it was aight.
So
How did you ever get them to agree to do an extra performance just for us?
Remember my costume designer friend who got me the tickets? Well, I offered to make all the costumes for his next show.
here in Manhattan?
Well, yes. It will keep me away from Ponyville for a while. But I so wanted you to see this show. And working for this designer is such
This
a
is
great
an interesting
opportunity.
one. It's really going
know.
into more
We're happy for you, Rarity. We're just
the
sad for
ups
us.
and downs of
Mind
generosity.
if I join you?
It's not just that being generous
Sure.
makes everything better.
Come on down. This is the first place trophy for Fashion Week. With my name on it. But I thought I lost.
You didn't. You won. Suri was hoping that if you didn't claim your prize, the judges would consider it a forfeit and first
Something
place
about
would
her
go to
eyes,
her.
too.
So she lied
Like
to
the
make
style
you and
of them,
your
I
friends go
don't-
away, and
Well, when they're actually open, not...
I lied too.
Yeah.
I've
The
worked
curves,
for
I'm
Suri for so
not
long,
really
I
sure if
started
I've
to believe that it
seen
really has
anything
every
like
point
that.
for herself in this town. Until I saw
I
how
really
generous
like her
you were
design.
with your friends, and how generous they were with you. It made me start believing there was something better for me out there. So I quit. I brought you something to say thank you.
I suppose you'll need a job now that you're no longer with Suri. How would you like to work for my friend making all the costumes for his next show? Manhattan was simply
I was hoping
grand.
she would get a good
It was
end.
in this magnificent metropolis that I learned that while there are ponies who will take advantage of your generosity, you should never ever let that cause you to abandon your generous spirit. Nothing feels worse than taking advantage of the giving nature of your friends.
Huh. Interesting. Okay, Rarity again has a great episode, and I think that's the best episode of Season 4 so far. That was enjoyable, that was fun, I got to look at so many things, and there's so many callbacks. There's Fancy Pants, there's Fleur, there's, some of the people who helped, some of the people who helped photo finish, Hoity Toity, there's Sapphire Shores, and Neon Lights. How is he? I'm really surprised. This episode, I'm gonna have to watch this so many times. I really enjoyed this. Okay, I'll get the more in-depth thing in a week. This was great. This was great. Alright. If you usually watch these, you know that I do the after part, right before I do the next episode, so I'm prepping for episode 9 right now. I do actually have a lot more to say for this one, or at least a lot more I wrote down. First would be that I watched a lot more reviewers. Because I have to watch things blind, I don't get to enjoy watching other people do blind commentaries as often. And I also have to be worried about watching them because they might spoil something that I don't know yet. Something that was spoiled to them, essentially. Or something that they've been theorizing on. I bring this up because I didn't notice the rainbow effect before. If I had, I definitely would have figured out that that's probably related to the box. Which is what a lot of people are thinking at the moment. I did notice the ribbon at the end, but earlier on when she runs away from the show, I thought that was just kind of over effects, and it didn't catch me. It's like, oh, what is that? Also off that, there have been a lot more blind commentators, which is nice. I've only sampled a few of them, and some are, some of them are the type that they just like to do jokes off the episode, and I don't care for that. Another thing I kind of missed, but it's more I didn't really think about it at the time, was congratulations. I'm not sure if that's the closest they've come to swearing. I feel like there was something else prior that was really clever that got around swearing or something of the sort, but can't remember what it is. That line will be hopefully a quoted one. This episode had essentially no Spike, which is, I mean, that happens a lot, but this one was Spike's along and he's cut down. Like, it's probably he didn't have many parts in the script, so they essentially never showed him. There is a scene where he's just sleeping in the background, which, it's bad to say, but at least it wasn't that one of the other of the main 6 were cut down, so that the other 5 and maybe Spike could have more time. I mean, that can happen from time to time, but when you're trying to have a main 6 episode, or at least not a main 6, but all the main 6 are present. There was also the comment of honesty and loyalty thing between Applejack and Rainbow Dash, and I mean, I thought that was funny because they actually called it out, but, well, okay, never mind. I probably shouldn't say much on that because there have been a lot of people who've gone into analyzing that. How, I mean, they are kind of the same, but at the same time they are, I do see them a lot more distinct than people make them out to be. It was just kind of a funny call-out, though. And then there was the, it must be good if Rainbow Dash likes it line. That one, people kind of called that out, but I think there's some sort of misstep that happened somewhere in there. I can't tell exactly where the misstep happened, but if you look at that like from a script perspective, that line is fine. It's Applejack addressing the whole group, but it's also referring to Rainbow Dash. It's not like she's talking directly to Rainbow Dash. And then maybe it was read in a way that sounded like it was more addressing Rainbow Dash. And then when it gets further on in drawing stuff, they have her actually looking directly at Rainbow. Well, okay, not directly, but she's glancing in the direction of Rainbow Dash as she's saying that. When you put all those things together, maybe little missteps of missing the point of she's addressing the group, not Rainbow Dash directly, it does seem like she's talking directly to Rainbow Dash, but using her name. I don't know where, I guess I don't want to say blame, but I don't know where the issue came from, but it's just kind of a miscommunication somewhere in the steps, so it just seemed a bit odd. There is one last note. Unfortunately, this is time delayed, so this is what's happening now, what's not happening for you guys watching, is that SoundSpeed just left. If you're a fan of blind commentaries, you've probably watched this stuff, or if you've just started out, you probably should go back and watch it, because he is one of the first ones along with Cobalt Sky, or at least the ones that stayed around. He wasn't always my favorite, but I do have to respect the guy. I bring this up because it just happened for me, and it should probably be reminded of where, things might have fixed up a bit, but for now he's quitting cold turkey from the internet and trying to set his life right, like fix up his debts, get a good job. I hope everything's better by then, but, well, I don't know if these will come out. It will be nice to see him again when it returns. So yeah, that was Rarity Takes Manhattan. I know that's kind of a roundabout way, and I didn't really talk much about the episode. Easily my favorite of season 4. And I actually want to listen through my own commentary for the first time. I think that's a good sign.